Well, Mark, I'm sorry for your loss. Obviously, we don't know. A body has not been found, but she certainly lost from your life, and I'm very sorry for that.
Thank you.
When was the last time you saw Lori, and what were you doing? What was she saying?
The last time I saw her was August 18th, the day before she disappeared.
Right.
My parents had come back to our state to visit and to finally meet the person that I wanted to marry.
Right.
And we spent the entire day at a beach house, on the lake, boating, jet skiing, etc. And my parents both were like, yep, she's the one, good for you.
You could hear her muffler when she pulled up. If anything had happened as far as a fight or her being abducted and her struggling or whatever, if you could hear the muffler, you would think you would have been able to hear that, right?
Yeah, I would have thought.
Because we have a picture that shows the juxtaposition from the balcony where the car was parked, and the distance is what, maybe 100 feet, 150 feet?
If that even,
Something like that. You didn't hear anything. You heard the muffler, but then you didn't hear anything.
And I waited maybe 45 seconds, and I'm like, why isn't she in here yet? You know, because she didn't have to knock on my door. She would just come in and be there.
I thought she'd be there.
And so I just thought it was odd. I walked out on my deck, and I saw her car with the cup sitting on the back, and I didn't see Lori. There was nobody outside.
Right, and this is her car.
That's her car.
And that cup that was sitting there, she brought it with her, you think?
Yep, yeah, from work.
So she had apparently had gotten out, turned around, set that there while she was maybe doing something. Do you think she knew her assailant?
I had a much different idea of who might be responsible for this at the very beginning.
Right.
But with some of the light that's been shed upon me, I know she met the person.
So you go down and over to her car and you see it, and you looked. You didn't see anything.
Nothing.
I
checked the doors. The doors were locked. Her purse wasn't in there. There wasn't any like garbage or any sign of like anybody being around like on the ground or anything. It just, again, her cup sitting on the back of her car. And
okay, so she's not there. And what did you do instantly, right then?
I just did I started walking around my parking lot a little bit and looking around going, hey, Lori, I was kind of calling for. I couldn't find her. I went back into my apartment, and I said to my sister and to our mutual friend, I said, there's something very wrong going on. I'm like, she is not downstairs. She's not anywhere. And I said, I'm calling the police. So,
and how long was that before you called the police?
Probably within 10 minutes of her arriving to my house.
Okay.
Yeah.
So within 10 minutes,
Yep.
you called the police?
Yep.
They come over?
They came
right
over.
Away, you mean?
They came over pretty much right away. Myself, some of the other people that were at my house with me, we, with the police as well, started just canvassing the neighborhood and walking several blocks in every direction looking for her.
How many people were in the apartment with you?
It was myself, my sister, and a mutual friend of Lori and I's.
Okay, and they heard her pull up?
Yep.
So you all heard her pull up?
I basically said, oh, Lori's here, because it was extremely loud.
Yeah, bad muffler.
But yeah, bad muffler.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, she's here.
They started looking at you as a suspect immediately, right?
Yes.
Even though you had two witnesses in the apartment
Yes.
that heard her car pull up when you were with them.
Yes.
So she was seen at work by people that attest to that.
Yes.
You were in your apartment with people that attest to your being there during the time she left work and arrived at your apartment, but yet you became the suspect.
Yeah. I had people pointing their fingers at me, and I'd be in a restaurant, and I would literally hear people behind me going, hey, that's the guy that killed his girlfriend.
And this is your sister Lisa right here.
Yes,
Hi, Lisa.
That's my sister Lisa.
Hi,
And
Dr.
you
Phil.
were in that apartment that night, right?
We lived together, so we
You lived
shared that
together.
apartment. So I had been there the whole day.
And
actually.
did you hear the car pull up?
I did hear the car pull up. It was kind of a joke because her muffler
was
was so loud, you couldn't not hear it.
And you're with him the entire time, and
yes.
another witness.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's impossible for him to have abducted her
No way he could have.
because he was with you and another witness.
Yes.
Huh.